Welcome to the Hunger Action Heroes podcast. Hunger Action Heroes is a production of the Food Bank of the Golden Crescent. The Food Bank of the Golden Crescent was established in 1986 as the Community Food Bank in Victoria, Texas. Our mission is helping heal the hurt of hunger in our 11-county service area: Calhoun, Colorado, DeWitt, Goliad, Gonzales, Jackson, Lavaca, Matagorda, Refugio, Victoria, and Wharton. We passionately advocate for a hunger-free Texas. Your host, Chris Doelle, will bring you a message from our sponsor and get right into the episode. Stick around.
The Hunger Action Heroes podcast by the Food Bank of the Golden Crescent is made possible by the generous support of the HEB Hunger Relief Program. HEB Hunger Relief works year-round to fight hunger in Texas and Mexico. Hunger relief has been a key focus for HEB since the first store opened back in 1905. For more than a century now, HEB's commitment and involvement in the communities it serves has been an important part of the way the company does business. Since the inception of the Hunger Relief Program, HEB has donated over 1 billion pounds of food to help nourish neighbors in communities throughout Texas and Mexico. Thank you to the HEB Hunger Relief Program. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Hunger Action Heroes podcast. I'm Chris Doelle, and I am joined by one of my favorite people in the world, Robin Cadle, the president and CEO of the Food Bank of the Golden Crescent. How you doing, Robin?
I'm good. You are also one of my favorite people. I'm glad we could make time to get together finally.
I love it. We talk about it a lot, but finally, face to face.
Thank goodness for email and text.
Right. So a lot's been going on with the economy and with the government. And I just want to know where things stand right now, because it seems like there's a lot of people that are needy when it comes to food. So give us the 30,000-foot view.
Right, and there's also a lot of misinformation out there. So from January, we were already 42% below our federal commodities that we haven't seen this year. So, and then we have a government shutdown. Yeah. We're already seeing more people. And then, of course, the SNAP benefits not being paid out. That puts a lot of people in our lines that probably for the first time we're low on food. The need has been increasing, so it's made it very challenging for every food bank, not just mine, but for every food bank across the nation. We've been all year talking about what our future plans are, how we need to move into next year. So some food banks have had to cut staff. I've not had to do that yet, but I have had to pause some agencies that were serving a smaller number and pushing those to the larger agencies that are open a little bit more often. In Victoria, we did have to pause a mobile distribution that we had at the community center. But we did that because we have so many agencies that are open in Victoria. So people aren't happy about it. Right. But it was necessary for us to do that because we don't have the food that we would normally have to go around.
Right. And if you could, tell me, you said you began the year 42% low. How does that happen? What is that?
That was the USDA commodities. So when the president, the LFPA, and a lot of the grants were shut down, and they've not been reopened yet.
So, is that an effect of DOGE?
I think maybe part of it, but I look for them to come back eventually. Yeah. When Trump was in office before, we had more food than we knew what to do with. Right. Because they didn't send it outside the United States. Right. So I do think one of his priorities is to get more food out.
Okay, so end of the day, you deliver food to area pantries.
Yes.
Right? And they're the ones who deliver to the people.
People go to the pantries. Now, that's one way of distribution. And our local pantries go onto our inventory, see what we've got, place an order. Now, these orders are being reviewed because we know what their statistics, we know how many people they serve, so we're keeping the pantries from stocking up. We can't afford them to stock up because it would shut our doors. Everybody stocks up and we don't have anything.
Right. It's like when a natural disaster hits, everybody buys the toilet paper.
That's right. And we can't let everybody buy the toilet paper.
That's right.
We've got to make sure that there's an equitable distribution across all of our pantries. Right. And that's across 11 counties. It's not how we thought we would be doing business this time of the year, but sure. It's the reality. Many of the people that lost their SNAP benefits for the short time, I'm not sure where they are with getting those paid back, but with any disaster or with the government shutdown, it really highlights the fact that most people are one paycheck away from needing assistance. I mean, nobody's really saved up money and thought ahead.
That's true. And so you talk about the SNAP benefits. So these are people who are relying on SNAP to put food on their table on a regular basis, and when that's gone, then they reach out to a pantry or to
and actually
you.
They're reaching out during both. I mean, a lot of these SNAP recipients are also going to pantries.
Oh, on top of
the pantry, yes. There's a lot of the SNAP recipients that may not get very much in benefits. Right. They may get less than $200 or $300.
Right.
There's formulas on how they determine who gets what. I've seen recipients get $29 for the month. I don't know how they do that.
How they figure that one.
Yeah. You and I both know what that buys.
That's right.
Not much. And then, of course, they're putting some stricter restrictions on what they can get. They're taking away the candy and the Cokes and the chips, which I understand that.
Yeah.
It makes sense. So, yes, it's... and then there's some restrictions that come with these, that work restrictions. Those restrictions, while a lot of people think they're new, they're not. They've always been there. It's just they've not been enforced.
Enforcement, yeah.
We have several volunteers here that are coming now. In order to maintain their benefits, they're volunteering 40 hours a week and still trying to get a job somewhere. But if they've not been able to get a job, then they're required through the Texas workforce. They work through there to show that they're volunteering somewhere for 40 hours a week.
Got it.
To keep their benefits.
And what sort of calls have you put to the community? What sort of support are you getting during this time from corporate or individuals?
Well, we're seeing an increase in the giving. Of course, HEB made a generous donation. They did $5 million across the state of Texas to all the food banks. And depending upon the size of the food bank, the number they serve, and the number of HEBs in their area, we received $235,000.
Nice.
While that sounds like a lot of money,
not for the number of people.
Not for the number of people that we're serving, and the cost of food. I mean, the cost of food has risen about 25% year over year. A truckload of peanut butter is now running almost $80,000. We were paying $40,000. Fruits, vegetables, canned vegetables. I mean, anywhere from $38,000 to $46,000 a truckload, and a truckload just doesn't go as far as we need it to go.
Right.
So being down on the commodities has really put a limit on what we can push out and what our agencies can order.
Nice. And you talk about food prices. It seems like they've gone up, but then you also hear on the news, eggs cost less, and how much of that is just PR?
I think some of the prices on some of the things have gone down, but overall, if you also consider the other things that have gone up, it doesn't really balance out. It depends on what the family needs.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So what does the horizon look like right now? Because the government's back going, sort of.
It's one day at a time.
Yeah.
We're seeing where we're going. We're being very cautious. The donations we've received, we are ordering food. Of course, that doesn't come in quickly. It takes time to order them to get, and then of course everybody who's gotten money is now ordering more food. So supply and demand, we're hoping to get some on the shelves by the first of the year.
Okay.
The need does increase during the holidays.
Yeah.
So, in a lot of our mobile distributions and the pantries, people are looking for meat. We don't always have access to meat. I had a person call yesterday and says, I didn't get this, I didn't get that, and I didn't get this, and I didn't get meat. And we pass out what we get, what we have, and that could change week to week. That could change month to month. We have the USDA just recently sent us 50-pound bags of potatoes, and we're going through there, putting them in smaller bags because we can't give a family a 50-pound bag of potatoes.
With a lot of bad potatoes.
So there's, what we're getting is in bulk and it's labor intensive. Yeah. So we run on a pretty skeleton crew, and volunteers are essential in what we do.
Yeah. Yeah, and you mentioned meat. I know for a fact, being a big meat eater, meat is expensive.
Meat is expensive.
Crazy.
The Hunters for the Hungry are currently taking donations. Mm-hmm. You can drop off your deers at Beezing in Westhoff or Harwell's locally here in Victoria. You don't have to pay for the processing. We have grant money to do that, and then they turn that into either 1 pound or 2 pound chubs of like hamburger meat.
That's awesome.
So, but again, we've only received about 687 pounds of that. Right. Deer season's just, not quite into the month. Right. We're hoping to see more. Of course, it's limited. January will be the end of that.
That's right. So. Yeah, and it's funny. I saw a meme the other day that said, "Hey, Black Friday, everybody has a TV. Put brisket on sale." I love that one.
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
So let's talk about the volunteers, because you mentioned that, and it is a labor-intensive job. Where do you stand right now as far as needs? I mean, I know you always need volunteers.
Always need volunteers.
But is it low right now?
No, we're seeing a lot. People are paying attention.
Good.
A lot of corporations and a lot of businesses have come in and brought groups.
Nice.
Boardwalk was just here yesterday. We've had Dow. We've had a lot of. We've had the Vine School bring some kids in. We've had churches. A lot of groups. A lot of groups are coming to assist us, and that's awesome.
So let's say you're a small business or a big business or whatever, and you want to put something like this together. Who do they reach out to?
They just call our main number, 361-578-0591. Talk to Jared. Jared will set them up. If they want to bring in more than 10 people, we ask that they do call and let us know when they want to come. If it's 10 or if it's 9 or less, they can just show up.
Nice.
Talk to him. He'll do the orientation and put them to work. And that's from 8 to 12 on Monday through Friday, and 1 to 4:30. Now, that doesn't mean they have to work 8 to 12. They can work 10 to 12 or 9 to 11, whatever they have available. We have something for them to do, trust me.
Nice. And what are the weekend times?
The weekends are the 2nd and 4th Saturday. Okay. Now, there will only be one Saturday in December because of the holiday. Mm-hmm. But this coming Saturday is the 22nd is our last Saturday for November, and then December will be the 13th of December. So, and then we're in a new year.
There you go. A new year.
And then a new year.
And we will tease what the new year means to the food bank, right?
That 2026 will celebrate all year our 40th anniversary.
Nice. That is so
This
cool.
food bank was started in 1986 and has grown substantially.
Very cool. And I always love this stat, so please tell it again what $1 means in terms
Every
of
dollar
food.
helps us provide 8 meals.
That is so cool.
That doesn't mean we can go out and buy 8 meals for $1, but it means that dollar leveraged with our other donations and our corporate and our foundational and our commodities helps us provide 8 meals.
I love that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I love organizations that are not overhead heavy.
We are not
You are
overhead
not
heavy.
overhead heavy at all.
It's like 97 cents of every dollar donated here goes to programs.
That's so awesome.
And so we are a 4-star rated charity navigator nonprofit. I'm proud of that and have been since 2014.
Sweet. I love that. Robin Cadle, once again, thank you so much. I just enjoy every minute we get to spend together.
Me too. I love having you.
Cool.